Okay, we live. Let's play some blitz games. I hope everybody can hear. And turn the mic up a little bit. But I believe it's all good. We're playing some blitz games. We're gonna start here with the Sicilian Knight off variation. And we will see what happens. So I'm gonna play a6. Of course, this is the Knight off variation. Crazy Mad Max 04. That is the name of our opponent. And what is he trying to do? Does he want to play g5? Well, I'm just going to continue with the normal sort of Sicilian plans. Here comes my queen and my rook to put some pressure on this guy. And now let's play knight b6. I want to play d5. And that way I'll be pressuring this pawn. Maybe rook d8 as well, but okay, now I'm gonna play d5 for sure. If takes, I can even consider bishop takes. And if this, I will firstly take. Maybe there's gonna be some exchanges happening. And then I can play rook d8 and bishop d5. Try exchange off the pieces. Let me know if the volume is good, my people. So he could be considering f5. I could take there with check and then just drop my bishop back. I think that's one of the ways to deal with this. I could also play bishop h4 in between move, which I think I'm gonna do. Let's try upset his rhythm before we go for something crazy. Okay, now I'll go back. He can't take here. And I'm threatening this pawn. And then I'm gonna play d4 and go queen to c6. I mean bishop c6. Okay, f6 is played. Now I believe I just go g6. I have to be a bit careful about some potential mates, just like this one. So I take, queen goes to h6. That is the problem. So how do I deal with this? I could play g5. That looks very risky though. What else could I do? King h8 and rook g8. That also look, I'm just gonna play g5 and hope for the best. It does look very risky though, however. Now if he allows me, I can take this pawn, so probably bishop b2 looks like a decent move. And then what do? I want to play make d4 and bishop c6 work somehow. Maybe I just play bishop c6. Let's do that. And now d4 can happen one day. Oh wow, nice move. I can't take because queen takes here will occur. So that is actually a nice move. We'll play king here. And now we'll try d4, I guess. That is a very, very risky move. Takes. Queen h6, I go rook here and try and save myself. I could have also taken first, but now I can take and I can go queen b7, maybe bring the rook. Am I not just winning the game now? With a checkmate. Looks like it. It looks like I'm winning. And yeah, I am. So guys, I'm training to become a Grandmaster. And let's find the next game. So we have my good brother from India. We're gonna play e4. e6 French defense, so I'm gonna take the whole center. And now I'm gonna play knight d2, the Tarrasch variation. And when he takes, I take back. And b6 is a move I don't really know. So I'm gonna play c3. The idea is that when he goes here, I want to be able to protect my knight with my bishop. And now my pawn is protected, as if I didn't play c3, the pawn would have been hanging. So my opponent is playing very logical moves, just developing and so forth. And I'm also playing very logical moves. So now let me take here, and queen exchange occurs. Now I want to play bishop to g5. That seems like the most logical square to put my bishop on. And if the knight goes back, then maybe I can play some other stuff. But now I'm gonna jump my knight in, and maybe potentially knight c6 is a move that I'm looking at. Okay, he goes rook here. So what do? Now I wanna double my rooks on the d file. Seems like a good idea. Also, I should realistically be making an escape square. Okay, let's play c4 now. I want to attack this knight. And okay, the knight goes there, makes sense. Now I'm gonna go here. My pawn is protected by the knight, and now I have full claim of the d file. He's not gonna be able to fight for the d file, and that way I want to play like g4. Is that crazy? To play g5, kick the knight, and now I'm gonna play h4 and even f4. f4 protecting my knight, and now g5 is gonna come. I kick the knight away, and once the knight moves, I play rook d7 check. I believe this looks very strong for me. There's an exchange, and now I can take here. No, I can't, because my knight will get taken. But I can play this, I hope, and now take this way. Maybe knight d6 check is an option. Okay, he gives me a check. This pawn was briefly defended. Maybe I should have gone somewhere else. Okay, we're gonna give a check. And there's some world where I just start pushing my pawns. Let me go here. I want to take this one so my a pawn can be a runner. Wow, I don't have time. I need to stop talking so much and just play. Let's bring the king, and that is just a blunder. I don't know what my opponent's doing, but that is a free knight, and we get the W. Let's go again. Now I must remember to play a bit faster, because those games were coming tight. I didn't even realize I'm low on time. So now we have a pretty common queen's pawn opening, and a very symmetrical. The best move there is knight e5, so I'm gonna go with white's plan since they decide to waste a tempo. And now I want to play bishop f5, just develop my bishop to a nice square, and bishop e4. So the idea of this is this knight, it can move, but then I will be able to exchange off the bishops. And now I want to, I was gonna play b6 anyway, so this move makes no sense to me. And rook c8, knight a5, and my knight is coming in. Also e6 looks like a solid option. But for now, I really do like my position. And let's say he moves his knight, I can take and play e5, attack the knight, break open the center. And now he wants to play c4, so I play knight a5 to prevent that. And let's take this guy. We'll play knight c4. And if we exchange, now we in a kind of nice position for me, because I am the one who has the dark squared bishop. And you'll notice all my opponent's pawns are on dark squares. So this is just gonna turn out very well for me. So now I want to play e6, and maybe I can play bishop f8, because this bishop is quite a strong piece, if we're being honest. And if we are able to exchange it off, this pawn on c3 will be very weak. I'll be able to put my rook here and take it off the board. So okay, my opponent is not doing anything to stop that, so let's just go for it. Now it turns out my opponent was was doing something to stop that. Well, I don't even know what to say. Let's just go to the next game. You have to bounce back after that. We have a 2500 from England. Cecil is the username. Okay, here I go knight to e4. Now putting a pin on this pawn. The pawn can't take because the bishop is hanging. Blunder. Yeah, I figured. That was a very, very bad blunder. But you know what? I hope it motivates you guys to not blunder. Okay, so now I'm going to play e6. I just want to solidify my structure. And it makes sense for me to put my rook on an open file. This does look like quite a good position for white, if I'm being honest. So maybe, what do I do now? I can try some stuff. Let's try this. Just target the pawn, and if bishop here, I'm just gonna slide back. And if this, what to do now? Well, I can slide back, target this guy. And maybe now is a good time to try and claim the c file. But what's the best way for me to do this? Can also try a5, b5, but that just doesn't look very good for me. So let's go knight e7, and now we can play a5. But this knight is gonna land on c5, which is quite annoying. And okay, I'll take this, and I could play rook c4. Rook c4. This knight is coming in though. So let me play queen b5. My idea is very simple. If this knight lands here, I'm gonna kick him away with b6. The legend boomer remover. Wow, I don't have time again. How am I using so much time to play these games? I gotta stop thinking about my moves. Okay, let's take this and go to the only open file on the board. Only fully open file. My knight is gonna go here. Maybe I'm gonna play b6. Yeah, I'm gonna play b6. And okay, actually b6 was not a good move. that pawn is just gone. But if rook takes, I might have this nice move, rook a1. So potentially pawn takes, and then I can try e5. Or I can even try rook a3. Looks like a good move. So let's see. If pawn takes, I can play rook a3. If rook takes, I think I have rook a1. Yeah. Okay, pawn takes. Let's try rook a3. Okay, rook c1 is played. That's quite a good move. So let me go here. My idea is just to take this pawn simply. And okay, knight attacks my queen. I will go here, but now we can move the bishop somewhere. And oh, he can't really because the knight was hanging. Okay, let's try go back here then. Pressure here. Maybe e5 is a move now with the... Wait, can't I take this guy? Am I crazy? There's no check. And this... That is actually a good move. Let's take, but oh, now he has check and knight here. Okay, this knight is pinned. I'm just winning, but I need to speed up. I need to speed up. Knight e6 looks like a move. I need some speed. What am I doing? Somehow I flagged him. I don't know how that happened, but somehow it happened. Let's go again. Wow, we have a 2650. Let's play e4. c5, and we are facing a Sicilian. So I'm just gonna bring my pieces out. Sicilian dragon variation. Wow, one of my favorites. Now play f3, and h5 is a move that I do not see very often at all. But I guess this is his plan. But normally in the dragon you want to be the side exchanging the bishops, so I don't think I'm too worried with this. Okay, queen a5. That is something to consider. Let me go here. Where do I go? Let me do this. Rook c8. Wow. What to do now? a6 just looks like a problem. How am I going to get in here? Maybe I can double on the H file. And try give it a check and play e5 maybe. Well, of course my opponent sees this. Very strong move. But now, okay, my king is quite active, so let's try swing over to the C file. And see what happens. F4 is also there. I think G5 maybe. I just need to play fast. Have to go fast. Takes G5. I do have some kind of passed pawn right now. Of course my opponent finds some way to ruin everything. There's just a fork. Oh. But this game is just over. That guy had a very interesting opening that I've never seen before, so maybe I should look at it because it was crazy. Okay, we have another Sicilian here. I'm trying to play a bit faster. So these are all pretty known moves. Now I'm gonna play bishop e3. All my pieces are developed. a4, prevent b5. And what's next? Rook e1. Maybe bishop f4 and then pawn to e5. Okay, he plays d5. Which this move just feels slightly off, but I can't really think of a way to punish it. So let's just go back, and now we will play d5, d4 I mean. Maybe if c4 I could try b3. Now b5 isn't really possible, but I think actually bishop b4 is a strong move there from my opponent. Okay, some exchanges, and now I don't really mind my position. This knight is a little bit out of place, so I need to bring him back in somehow. I don't see like a good way. Maybe let's take this first. The knight is now pinned. Maybe I can try knight b4. Let's first bring the other knight. Bishop here. Wow. I'm just getting getting outplayed here. I'm getting outplayed bad. Okay. Let's exchange this guy and play queen d2. Maybe rook e1, and then I can bring my knight back. Is an idea. Rook a3. This knight is very strong, so I'd love to exchange them off. Okay, rook e1. Queen a8. I guess I play this. Hopefully there's no tactics right now. b4, takes c3, queen c2. I think I'm doing fine. Why didn't I take with the knight? Have to protect him. Knight takes b4, we will take back and play now queen f5. Maybe we can get in with some checks here. Takes. We got to be a bit worried about this pawn. But that's the only worry I really see. Right now we're threatening some stuff. King h2 is gonna happen at some stage. And what's next? Threatening this. What's he gonna do? He's taking a thing. Could take, and I'll take with the pawn. And just need to lock in now. He's got less than a minute left. Okay, interesting move. Quite a good idea, I think. I'm gonna go here, threaten rook coming in. So he blocks it, of course. Now what to do, eh? Let's play bishop here, offer in exchange. Because I want to get my rook to e7. But I do have to be slightly worried. I'm attacking his rook right now. Let's not forget that. Okay, he moves it out the way. Let's queen c7. I want to play here and have an eye on this pawn. Cover my escape square as well. Okay, then my opponent has cut off my queen. Now how am I gonna win this pawn? I think I have to give up like this and just go for something. Was en passant, maybe? Oh, f4 was just checkmate. I have to play this move rook c5, else I'm getting mated. That is crazy. But a win is a win. My opponent did play very, very well in that game. Let's find another. Let's get another one. Okay, we have a CM from, what's this? Paraguay. I thought it was Luxembourg at first, but then I thought, nah, it looks a little bit weird to be Luxembourg. So we have a Sicilian knight off. Now I'm gonna play e6. Let's just stick to the main line. I'm go here to get my bishop out. And now I play knight to d7, I believe. I believe this is one of the lines. The idea is if e5 happens, then I can play bishop to b7. So I'm taking with the bishop, which is a bit unusual. Oh, I remember this thing. I faced this in a tournament once. and I didn't know what to do, so I went home afterwards and looked what must I do, and then I found out this is the way you play. Wait, how am I just losing a piece? Oh, you have to play this? Okay, 2400. He plays d3 and then e4. So a very weird opening. I'm facing a lot of weird stuff today, but I'll just keep doing what I'm gonna be doing anyway. Sheer castle c5. Bring my knight out. Maybe bishop g4. Okay, he prevents that. Archie Collins in the chat, what's up? Let me bring my rook. Do you play viewers? Yes, yes I do. On occasion. Knight d7. Okay, now let me play a5. I want to try bring my pawn all the way. You're coming to live group this week, of course. Of course I am. Play this. If knight takes, I can take with the bishop. I'm winning a rook. Let me take the knight. And now what? This. Play d5. SA champ. You know it. You know it. So guys, I'm trying like a new style of content, because my top level chess commentary is not going down well with beginners, it seems. People like boring chess commentary. That's the stuff that does well. So I'm gonna be starting a different style of video where I explain my moves a lot more instead of just playing like I usually do. Bring my bishop back and put my knight on d4. Could be an idea. Okay, this is interesting. I do like that move. Where are you from in SA? I'm from Johannesburg. Johannesburger. Is my whole chat South African? That would be pretty cool. Okay. Let me try this move. Bishop e5. I think I'm like guaranteed to get control of the d file. And I will take that. Play here, there's a check. I'm attacking the pawn, so let me go here now. Can give a check, but do I want to do that? Wait, I can play this. What am I saying? I can just do this. That knight is pinned, I almost forgot. Big fan of BMW. Now I can take here attacking the rook, and then I can take on e4. I seriously forgot this knight can't move the whole time. Attack the bishop. Okay, that is gonna force me to go into some exchanges, right? I think so. Wow. I think I'm gonna try f6 and king f7. Right now I don't have time, 30 seconds only. f6, I can also take on h6. Wait, that was just a... oh, it wasn't a free bishop, there's a mate. But now I am threatening the bishop. So I'll just take here. I'll take here. That looks like a pin, if you ask me. And that looks like a GG. Let's exchange these guys off. And his bishop is gonna be useless against my pawn on a4 because the pawn was just on a light square, but he blundered it anyway. Can I improve my game from watching you play? Yes, that's the new content I was talking about. I'm gonna start explaining my moves more. So here we have the Sicilian defense. Knight f6, I attack the pawn, and a6. This is a knight of variation. My idea is simple. I want to play e5 without allowing a piece to go to the b5 square. And now bishop e6 and bishop e7. Simple move. I want to castle my king. And f4 is an interesting idea. I think my move is to take, right? Because f5 is just like a big threat. And now I'm gonna go... You saw I was gonna go knight d7, but I realized my pawn would be hanging if I do that. So I went knight c6, and I'm gonna put my knight on e5. There is some check potential. I have to watch out for this pin. Like if he brings a rook here, now he's threatening my knight. So I think I should play queen c7. Can also take here. I think I leave that though. I do believe I leave that. Maybe knight c4. You should probably play 5+0 if you're gonna explain. No, don't worry about it. I need to learn how to deal with... I need to learn how to deal with the time pressure. Or do you guys want to watch 10+0? What are the most difficult opponents in SA? FM Banele? Yeah, FM Banele is definitely one of them for sure. He's a great player. I should have taken with the queen. But I think... yeah, I would say FM Banele is definitely one of the most difficult players to play against in SA. Knight f5. And who else? There's Keith. And there's a couple of IMs in SA. Don't be sleeping on the IMs. This pawn can be taken, but I didn't really see a way I could defend it, to be honest. So I'm just gonna let him die. Bishop takes is very... Bishop takes is a good move. I would be forced to play like bishop d8 or something. Okay, this I'm not so sure about. Can I take here maybe? I'm gonna take here. If takes, I'm gonna take, and if check, I was planning on taking. Wait, am I crazy? How did I just lose a piece? I'm actually crazy. And now there's just this. Oh yeah. I just miscalculated that I have a bishop there. That's crazy. Crazy work. Okay, we got a 2391 from India. We're gonna play e4. He's gonna play the Alekhines defense. So I'm just gonna attack this knight. And now I already have a big central pawn majority. Let me play c4 maybe. Or bishop e2, castle, bishop f3. Looks like an idea as well. This way I want to play c4. This knight in the center is very strong, so I'm just gonna kick him out. He could have tried knight b4 as well, which would have threatened knight c2. Okay, now what to do? Just develop my bishop, eh? You are from South Africa, yes. Yes, I am. South African champion. That's me. Queen b3, attack the bishop. Takes, queen takes. Obviously, I'm not going to take with the pawn and mess up my pawn structure. So now I think I want to do this. Put a bishop here. Maybe queen. I'd never move this pawn because I give away this square. So maybe a4 and then a5. Bishop f3, a6. Okay, I don't know what c5 is doing from him, but it looks to be helping me more than him. Bishop f3. Now I'm threatening a6. So deals with that. To bring the rook. Because they're all the people are black, how are you white? That's a great question. Great question. So he's not really threatening to come here because I will simply... Oh wait, I can't take the pawn. Oh, I can. Can I take the pawn? I can. Well, we'll find out now if I can take the pawn or not. But I do believe I have a better position now. Where are you from? Big fan of BM. Okay, queen c7 is quite a good move, I feel. Let's go here, and if takes... Wow, he doesn't take. I thought that was his big idea, was to take the pawn. Let me make an escape square. Just tell us. Tell you what. How I'm white. Now, once I exchange off queens, it's gonna be an easy W for me. Oh, you're such a strong player across the world now. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. South Africa has a lot of white people. I think like, what? 3 or 4 million. Okay, yeah, we're gonna play the Reti opening. and bring my knight out, and I just want to flow with the game. Wait till he finds out they speak a form of Dutch. Okay. Take. Can I play e4? Oh, he takes the bishop. Let me go back. I'm threatening e4. Somehow I'm just getting in time trouble every game. I think that's what happens when you stream your games though. Like, it becomes difficult to talk and play at the same time. B6. Okay, I don't think that's a good move. I think he should have played b6 and then his knight would have been cemented on that square. Now I'm gonna try break with b4 and b5. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not just losing. Queen a6. Okay, there. So what does he want? He wants to play h3. But I don't believe in his idea. Let me just take. Go king back. And okay, maybe I should have believed in his idea. Let's try this. If rook here, I'm gonna play g4. And if rook here, I'm just planning on giving a check. And playing this. If here, I go check and I take the pawn. And then I'm surviving. I thought that was a pretty easy move to see, so I'm surprised my opponent missed it. And I think maybe I should bring this rook around now. Queen g2 is an obvious move. Then rook c1, rook c6 exchange. I'm 2 pawns up. 1 minute left though. I need to speed it up. Let me play this and take the pawn. So check here, check, and take this pawn. Okay, this move I don't believe in, whatever he just did. Where are you from? I'm going for mate. I don't see how he's planning on stopping this right now. Does he think I'm gonna blunder my queen or something? Unfortunately for him, I'm not gonna blunder the queen. You live in Sun City, in Rustenburg. That's pretty cool. I love Sun City. I've only been there once, but it was quite nice when I went there. Okay, we have a Jobava London. This is winning. Obviously that was winning. I'm just 2 pawns up in an endgame. Does he want to play h5? I think he might. Let me go here. h5 can take this pawn. This I can play check, hopefully. Hopefully I can do this. And now, what's next? Knight out. Okay. He wants to trap my queen. Not today, buddy. Not today. His knight is coming there. Let me play a5. I want to get rid of this knight. This knight is too powerful. Okay, now I can play e5 because I'm attacking this guy with my queen. I think if he allows me to exchange, I can put my rook here. I can play this now. And okay, he's gonna defend like this. It's quite good. Let me go here. Cover the queen from coming in. Maybe there was a better way to do that though. Threatening this pawn one day down the line, but right now I'm in a pin, so probably I'm gonna be playing moves like this. We're gonna have a pretty equal endgame, but I think I can push for a win. These targets seem easier to reach on his side. The bishop here, potentially. If we exchange off light squared bishops, then I'm happy because his pawns are all on dark squares. So now this, the only person who can win this game is me. But I should not speak too soon. They check. I can't really take here though. Yeah, no. This just looks like a draw to me here. We will try some maneuvers. Yeah, no, this one is just a draw. Unless I can exchange off bishops and then play f4. Okay, we're playing. Okay. That's why you shouldn't pre-move, because my opponent has just given me legit a pawn for nothing. So I'm gonna try hold on to this pawn. Have a nice square here on d5 for my knight as well. Maybe even d6 is a square. Bishop g2 is definitely an option. But can I not play like this now? Am I crazy? Putting his king in the center is definitely worth it for me. You see, one pre-move there at the start cost this guy the game. Basically. Let me not call my wins too quickly. This pawn is just hanging. Give a check. Like, this is almost checkmate. Almost. There he goes, rook there, okay. I will then take here. Knight could move. Like, knight here looks like a genuine good move. Oh, I would have just taken the bishop then. Okay, how do I win now? I could go bishop here, and queen. Let's try that. I'm going to try make a battery. Start with bishop here. Can make the battery this way. Also, I'm threatening b4 right now. Oh wow, my knight is hanging. I didn't even see that. The queen is an issue, deflect it. Well, now my rook is coming in and I'm gonna sack here on h6 with my bishop, so I do have some play. Maybe this I can play h6. What is my opponent going to do? Okay, bishop there. I thought I could just sack on h6 now. Oh, yeah, there's this, which I can go here, can go here, take my bishop. What am I doing? If he took with the bishop, I was just dead. I don't have time. Do not have time. King h7, I'm expecting f4. Now at least I can try some stuff, eh? He doesn't have time. What is he doing? What am I doing? Let's play one last game. 25-28 is the rating. We're playing against very bad bishop from China. That game, I don't know how I won. I had like 30 seconds and my opponent has like a minute and a half and they didn't want to move. So what to do, eh? Take this, play rook c8. That was a great game. Thank you, thank you. Hoping to play e5. Give a check. Can I play d4? Attack this guy and where to move my queen. Either one of these squares attacks the pawn, so let's just go, yeah. Threatening to just take this pawn right now. Okay, so pawn pushes past. Let's go rook e8. Threatening a checkmate, sneaky. Might not see that. Of course my opponent sees that. Okay, queen back. Maybe knight g4 is an idea. Now if my opponent moves the rook, I think like, wow, this is a crazy move. There are no tactics for me. There has to be something. Okay, let me just target this guy. Okay, I did see this. I thought I could just take and play queen here. Am I crazy for thinking that? Oh yeah, because I have my rook is gonna be hanging. What if I go here? First, this is a crazy I couldn't take because my rook was hanging. So here, knight, if rook f3, I've got knight h2. And then I can take. Maybe taking. Okay, check. I'm going to the corner. Get out of the pin. so my knight can move. Okay, rook here. Let's play this protecting and threatening at the same time. Where's the checkmate though? Attack the rook. Maybe I can play queen f6. Okay, if yeah, I'm gonna go back, threaten another check. Oh, and this is actually a mate threat. My opponent stops it. But let's do like this. Man. What is my move? Have to protect the pawn. So what was I supposed to do here? Let's see. Okay, I just play. Here I just play bishop g3. How? I did not see this move at all. What's the idea? If takes, then I go queen h4. Oh yeah, I had to bring the bishop around like this before that. Okay, here. Okay, I played knight h2, which this was a problem. So I only have one move to survive here, which is king g7, which is quite a difficult move to play. And then I have rook h8 to defend myself. Okay, I saw somebody sent a challenge, but it's gone now. Okay, here it is. We're playing a 100 rated. What? But I don't have any pieces. Okay, 100 rated, 15 points of material up. Let's see how this will go. Okay, so you can never exchange off. You can't exchange if you're down so many pieces. Normally I would play this, but I'm gonna play d3. Oh, I'm playing the BMW guy. But this guy clearly knows how to play chess. So why have I got no queen? At least give me the knight and the bishop. At least the knight and the bishop. No, man. This guy knows how to play chess. Yeah. This guy's rating is not 100 though. He said it's on auto balance mode. I'm trying some sort of stalemate. This auto balance mode, this guy's rating is... It's actually 100. He did not play bad for 100. That's... Okay, now I've got all my pieces. It's time to get some revenge. Try pre-move the whole game to make it fair. But this guy's rating is not 100. He knows theory. But we're gonna pre-move the whole game. Let's see. Attempt to. There might be some cases where I can't pre-move. Like for example, if he did not... Oh, I already messed it up. You could have just taken this pawn. How do we do a time odds game? Yo, there's a mate here if I'm not careful. Endgame up a pawn. They're always winning. I mean, not stalemate. Wait. This could possibly be a stalemate if he went to h3. If he went to h3, it was a stalemate. Okay, let me play some more 3-minute blitz. GG. Last game for real. Why can I not find it? Okay, yeah, I see a challenge. Okay, we're playing at 1389. Catnado. Guess my rating. Well, I saw your account already, so I saw 1700 bullets. You were definitely not 100. Okay, let's play Catnado. From South Africa. That's nice. Always good to see some South Africans in the chat. Oh, you can go, yeah. Maybe I should start thinking about my moves. James, my goat. Nah. Regan is my goat. What's that? Like, how many subscribers are you on now? Guys, go subscribe to this guy in the chat. Can I not play knight d5? Somehow I can't. It doesn't work. h5. My pawn is protected. Oh wow, that was a mouse slip. I did not mean to do that. But it's not the end of the world. This Catnado guy is not too bad, eh? Let's do this. Put a pin on the knight. Maybe I can jump like this. Okay, I'll take that. What's next? How to get my pieces into the game? Probably knight d3 and then the other knight to e5. Use the knights to protect each other. Just like this. Okay, now I will go to the C file, play rook c2. And now this guy really has to watch out for some knight checkmate. And he was doing so well just a few moves ago. Crazy how quick the game can change, eh? Okay, that's a good move actually. Take with the knight. I don't want to mess up my pawn structure. I need to swing my knight to f3. Can also take on h3 and go this way, which makes way more sense. Free rook. Where was the free rook? Am I blind? You missed the free rook. Oh yeah, there was legit just a free rook. I've been telling you, Regan, this thing of streaming and playing at the same time, it's not easy. GM can also fall for taking a free rook. Okay, let's do... I want to play one strong player. Why is it taking forever to find an opponent? Let's refresh. Read my previous comments. I want no one to be afraid of seeing my account, so I must guess your rating. Guys, this is the disadvantage of being a good chess player. It takes forever to find an opponent.